The idea for I'm Your Man first came about 10 years ago. I went into a boxing gym in London. I was really intrigued, and we were in this really noisy environment. There were, music and bells going off, and bodies in constant motion. I really wanted to capture adrenaline in the work, so I thought it would be interesting to find a young boxer that was on a quest for a world title and follow them on that quest. Billy the Kid Dib is a hero in Bankstown, so we went and had a chat to him, and he was up for it, and he was planning to go for a world title fight within the next 6 to 12 months. On this aim of capturing adrenaline, I interviewed Billy just before each fight and just after each fight. And for the world title fight, we even jumped in the ring at the end, which was quite exhilarating, because we had to sneak past security, and that was quite wild.
It's not easy to play a world champion on any level. I was an amateur fighter when I was growing up, like an amateur boxer. I used to train 7 days a week. It's basically what people are, They're just waiting for you to mess up. They want to see you trip over.
I thought it'd be really interesting to also get stories of people who have been on the same quest and failed miserably or succeeded. Like Jeff Fennick is one of the stories, who's arguably Australia's best boxer that we've produced. He's won 3 world titles.
I play Jeff Fennick, and I also play Gus Mercurio, an ex-boxer that came out to Australia, I think in the late 60s, and became a boxing commentator and referee and personality in Australia.
As I walked past, there was a room that said boxing. So I just looked, and there was a glass window on the side. Looked in there was a kid who played in my football team. His name was Mark Gribb, who was the Australian champion, New South Wales champion. I used to, I could beat him, in my head, because thought I was a little tough kid, and we played footy together.
I play a few characters. There's Tony Mundine, who's Anthony Mundine's father, who's very much a veteran of the sport. There's a character from Nigeria, his name is Wale Matuso. He basically grew up on the streets of Lagos. He got involved in street fighting. He's training in the States right now, so he's sort of like a new guy to watch. And I just thought that I should just learn how to fight to bash maybe 10 people, 5 people, without no weapon, because I like using weapons.
My role in this show is the boxing trainer, also play Wally Carr, the fighter, and also the cut man for Billy Dib, world title fight. I used to train amateur fighters for tournaments. Oh, look, I wish I would have had those actors back when they were 10 years old. They could have been world champions by now.
I have the actors wear headphones. It's a paperless form of theatre. They don't get given a script. They get given an iPod, and they are to speak along with what they hear as precisely as possible, including every cough and stumble and even breath.
My trainer says to me, "I'm winning the world, and I know you're going to win. So I'm ready."
And when it's really working, it feels like the actor's actually channeling the original interviewee.
For Wale, who's Nigerian, and Tony, who's Aboriginal, I couldn't understand a word that they were saying. And if I didn't have the transcripts, I had to sit there and just try and painstakingly listen to each word. People scared of me, and people respect me because I'm a fighter, and people don't like me because I'm a threat. Because I'm a threat to them. A threat to them.
When the professional boxers came in, like Jeff Fennick and Billy the Kid, I felt just as nervous as everyone, really.
I felt a bit nervous about how they would feel about seeing themselves portrayed.
You're representing someone's words and life.
I was about to buckle. I could feel it in my legs, and I was really nervous.
We're boxing and shadow boxing in front of these guys who are professionals, and they've done it all their lives.
Billy Dib said that was really good for a bunch of people that didn't know anything about boxing.
He said, "Great boxing." Which I took as a compliment.
It's a great weight off our minds.
I don't think he was just talking about me, but
I was one of those rare people who stopped the nation.